This is a call for salvation. If you do not know Jesus, this is a call for salvation. A call for salvation, respond to the call for salvation. If you don't know the Savior, this is his presentation.
And Jesus is saying, you've lost your first love. And I used to think, what is that they lost? Like, surely aren't they doing enough?
Right.
But we have the scary kind of things in Scripture where, but Lord, you know, I cast out demons, I did all these big things, I've done all this good stuff, and he's saying, I never knew you.
Yes.
What God is sharing with me with regard to young people no longer wanting to go to church, some people have got very loving churches and they're very loving pastors, and they have a connection to God and they know the importance of that. But so many churches don't, and pastors are busy and they've lost connection with God. And what they're really calling young people to do is do what your dads and mums have done. Do what your grandparents have done. It's good to go to church. They turn up and they're bored stiff. And it's kind of like, but that's how you get to heaven. You tick this box, and God's keeping an attendance record of how many times you went to church. And all the time that you're sitting there, you're thinking, what should I be doing? Or what do I need to do at work tomorrow? Or how much fun am I going to have on my jet ski this afternoon once I get past this boring bit I have to do to make God happy? It doesn't make God happy. The fact is, if we don't have intimacy, we're like the guys that Jesus spoke about, who were just doing things, and they might be good things. But if there's no beautiful relationship, if God isn't getting his number one that he wants, which is your heart, and you're just going through the motions, God isn't happy. He's not satisfied. And his prophecies are from a heart that is dry, a heart that is empty, a heart that is dissatisfied with who we are and what we're giving him. And it's phenomenally important. And there is a time frame. You don't have another 2,000 years. Yeah. He has made so clear to me, David, it is sooner than you think.
It's sooner
David, you do not grow old and die. David, I guarantee you are caught up. You are caught up. This is on. The latter day rains, the last rains are about to start falling. The big harvest. We are preparing. But first we must wake up. Wake up the children. Wake up the family. The bridesmaids, all of us kids.
Right.
We've got to oil our lamps, trim our wicks.
Be ready.
God in his love is saying, come on, wake up, kids.
Yes.
You know, the bridegroom is coming very, very quickly.
Does God still speak to his people? Would you know God's voice? On Valentine's Day, David Dellett had an unusual but enlightening experience with God. He was anointed and instructed by God to write down what he gave him and send it out to the world. God's message is what has become the Valentine Prophecies. The Valentine Prophecies, received from God by David Dellett, available at Amazon.com and on Amazon Kindle.